Alright, yo, what is up, guys? This is James Carter TV, and I'm just here to address this list of the top 10 NBA players that ESPN gave out today. And guess who's number one? LeBron James. And I'm here with Chase Oliver 68, and we just have a lot of issues about this list, and especially the number one. So, Chase, would you like to introduce yourself before we rant?
What is up, guys? This is Chase Oliver 68 here with my boy James Carter TV.
Alright, yeah, so here we go. We about to go. Woo, we about to rant on this. So let's just get into it. So first off, LeBron number one. Now I understand, before people start hating on me, I understand. Okay, the thing is with LeBron, I have respect for LeBron. He is a good player. I just think that he's not really the best basketball player. I think he's just more athletic. That's what he has going for him. He's able to drive to the rim. He's able to, get to the rim, dunk. And, yes, he's able to, push some shots down. But when it comes to even his jump shot, his post game, his free throw shooting also is under 80%. He's just not really all around the best NBA player in the NBA right now. Chase, what's your opinion on that?
I totally agree. LeBron James, I'm a Heat fan. The thing with LeBron James, he is not really the best player in the NBA. He is one of the best, but not the best, not number one. Like you mentioned before, his stats, not so impressive. Yes, he's an MVP, but he's very athletic. He is a monster. He is 6'7", 260 pounds. He is a monster at his position. Of course he's going to do good going against guys who are probably 6'4", 6'3" most of the time. He doesn't really have that much in him to make me say he's the greatest player right now. His jump shot to me is not as impressive. They talk about he has to work on that every year. His three-point shots are not impressive. His long-range shots are not impressive. The only time he looks effective is if he's up close. To me, I just don't feel he's the best player. Post-game success, like you mentioned, not so great. So to me, LeBron James being number one, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and people always want to bring up the championship. It's not really championships as it would me, because I look at the quality of play. I just don't look at the stats. Stats will confuse you. Because like I said with LeBron, it's just athleticism. It's his athleticism. Nothing against his athleticism, but it's his athleticism is why he has the high stats. It's not really that he is a great NBA player. Now, another thing I want to address. Number 2 was Dwight Howard. I have no problem with that. Number 3, Dwayne Wade. Maybe would have put him a little scotch lower. But here we go. Number 4, Chris Paul. Now, here's where I kind of go like, what the fuck? Because Chris Paul, now, yes, he is a great point guard, but he's been injured so much to where we can't say he's in the top 5. Yes, he does get a lot of assists. I like him as a player, but he's not even that great of a scorer. Rebounding, not even anywhere close to great. Free throw, that usually comes with point guards anyway. So I don't know. I'm not sure if he's a top 5 per se. Chase, what's your opinion on that?
Chris Paul in the top 5. To me, being a top 5 player in the NBA really, really means you have to do stuff to excel and beyond to make it where you are that player. And Chris Paul, yes, he is one of the best New Orleans players today, but really, what does he have to make it where he is considered top 5? I get he does give out a lot of assists, but besides that, CP3 doesn't do that much when it comes to being in the paint or being, effective scorer for his team. He's not always the top scorer of his team, and he's not always the guy that you turn to. He's not the guy you will pass for a 3 if he, in a game-needed win situation. He's not that guy, and that's what I don't understand. He has to be that guy if he wants to be a top 5 player. But to me, Chris Paul is not a game clutch player, and I don't get how he's in the top 5.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. And yeah, I just Chris Paul, especially number 4. Just number 4 out of all the NBA. When we have a list of just great players in this game, I'm not buying that. Maybe it's just me, but no, I'm not buying that at all. Okay, so number 5 was Dirk Nowitzki. Now, the thing is with Dirk, he actually stepped up his game this year to a certain extent. I will say he actually kind of did get better, but I'm not sure if he's exactly number 5. I kind of sense a little just because he won a championship. And yes, he is a. First of all, I've been a fan of Dirk Nowitzki for a while, but top 5. I'm not sure. Maybe a little scotch under like a 6 or a 7. Dirk Nowitzki though, especially since he is 34, about to be 35. Not sure if he'd be number 5, especially over people on this list who are about to name. Chase, quick thoughts on that.
Dirk Nowitzki, number 5. I think he did good in the postseason this year, but overall, the whole season, not really. I don't think that he was a main player in Dallas. I mean, there was Jason Kidd and Jason Terry coming off the bench. J.J. Barea coming off the bench to help Dallas. Sure, he did miraculous in the later part of the season, the postseason, but overall, number 5, I don't think for the whole top end of the NBA right now, no. Because without supporting players, Dirk Nowitzki is a nobody.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. I just got to go right there with you. Now, here we go. Number 6, Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant, people do not realize, he is 22 years old. Are you kidding me? This man is 22 years old, and he's already done way more than people ever do in this industry. Oh my gosh. Kevin Durant has surprised me. I cannot wait to see what he does with the Oklahoma City Thunder in the future. I mean, he can rebound, he can assist, he can get points, and he's already leading his team better than, number 1 himself right there. He has to be in the top 5, in my opinion. Especially, why would you put Chris Paul over him? Chris Paul, who has proven, who has injury problems, who can't score, who can't lead his team. Never has Chris Paul led his team to a playoff win. But this year, Kevin Durant brought his team to the conference finals. Yes, they did lose, but that is also improving his team. They're already getting far. I can't wait to see what Kevin Durant has to do. Chase, do you think Kevin Durant deserves to be behind this list?
Kevin Durant, to me, needs to be at least number 4, number 5 at least. Kevin Durant is a monster. He leads Oklahoma City to victory. Like you mentioned, 22 years old, and this kid is that good. Holy crap. He has a bright future ahead of him. The Oklahoma City team is young. This is a young fucking team, and they made it to the Western Conference Finals, my bad. That is just impressive. Talent on all ends. Kevin Durant is a talent overall. What more can be said about this guy? Durantula, I think, needs to be higher up on this list.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head, nail of the head. He just needs to be higher on this list. And then here we go, number 7, Kobe Bryant. Now, I understand. I am a Lakers fan. I understand Kobe's old. I understand that. Trust me, if anyone understands that, I understand that. But at the end of the day, yes, his stats have decreased. Yes, he hasn't been as great as he's been. He is still one of the best players in this league. He can still close games. He can still make points when he needs to. The assisting thing, people worry about too much about stats nowadays. I'm looking at, when I watch this game, are you a great player? Yes. Are you top 5? Yes. He doesn't need to be, okay, I'm not saying, honestly, maybe number 4. Honestly, in my opinion, probably number 4. I'm not going to say he's that fantastic. But number 7, Chris Paul over him? Okay, Dirk Nowitzki. Okay, no one gave a rat's ass about Dirk Nowitzki before this season. No one would have put Dirk Nowitzki over Kobe Bryant before this season. Okay? So I don't even want to hear that from anybody. Yes, Dirk Nowitzki is a great player, but no. Chris Paul, excuse me, didn't the Lakers face the Hornets in the playoffs? And what happened to the Hornets? Exactly. I don't want to hear that Chris Paul didn't do shit except lead his team to 1 victory. Ooh, okay. People want to hit on Kobe about, first of all, this is now. Okay, so let's not even worry about the past. Forget that. Now, yes, he's 34. He's still one of the top 5 players in this league. Chase?
Yeah, Kobe needs to be higher up on this list. It doesn't matter what the stats say. When you know you're playing the Lakers, who do the guys, box out, go double team to? It's Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is a guy you look at with the Lakers. He is a guy that you want to not have the ball in his hands because he can make magic everywhere. Jump shot, beautiful. Mid-range game, very good. long shot. Oh my God, can you believe it? He hit so many game-winning threes. You know, and even in the paint, he goes hard inside that paint where people are scared to block him. Come on, I bet you Trevor Ariza remembers that dunk that he did on. Oh my God, that dunk was just nasty that Kobe did that one game. But you know, Kobe overall, to me, he's the reason why Lakers are so successful. He is one of those special athletes. And for him to be so low on this list, especially have Chris fucking Paul over him, is just pathetic.
Yep, I gotta agree with that, absolutely. Number 8 on this list was Derrick Rose. Now, Derrick Rose hasn't really done much. He's still very young. I believe he's 22, but he's the MVP. He was the MVP. His team had the best record in the NBA, and that was because of Derrick Rose. I would have put him higher. Now, he doesn't have to be in the top 5 because, honestly, I want to see what Derrick Rose does. Honestly, his shot is not that great yet. He's working on it, but it's not that great. 3-point shooting, no, it needs work. I understand this guy needs work, but number 8, no, I'm not really buying it. But you know, that's at least one of the most understandable when you look at this list. You know, kind of more understandable than most of the stuff on here. We aren't really talking about that. Number 9, Deron Williams. Now, I feel Deron Williams has been a little overrated in the last couple years. Now, Deron Williams is a good player. Maybe, yeah, I'm not going to say great. He's a good player. But what has Deron Williams done? Like, what has he done? He hasn't done... He can't lead his team. We're shit. I don't understand why Deron Williams is number 9. There are people on this list are under him. I believe... Okay, Carmelo Anthony's under him. Stoudemire's under him. Looking at this list, who else would be under him? Rajon Rondo. Yeah, well, Rondo could probably believe, but when you look at the greater players in this league, and I wish I had the list more than just the top 10 that we could, point out more people, but I'm not buying that. I'm not. Deron Williams, not really a big fan of him. Chase, what are your opinion on him?
Deron Williams from the Jazz and the top. God, the only time I hear about Deron Williams is if he had one big career game. Deron Williams over Blake Griffin is kind of surprising to me, even though I know Blake Griffin is injury prone, but still, to have Deron Williams over him is just still kind of shocking in a way. I don't really see much of Deron Williams at all. Yeah, sure, he's been pulling out good stats, but come on, he's on the fucking Jazz. What do you expect? The Jazz don't really have that many great utility players or great players on his level. So, of course, he's going to stand out more when it comes to scoring and defensively than all the other players. To me, I don't think Deron Williams deserves to be on this top 10, not just because of the team he's on, because if you look at this, you want to compare Deron Williams? Hello? Kevin fucking Love. 42 straight double-doubles. Where the fuck is he? Where's Deron Williams? 42 straight double-doubles. I rest my fucking case.
Yep, so let's go on to number 10, Blake Griffin. Don't really have that big of a problem with Blake Griffin. I do think he's a tad bit young. We haven't seen much from him, yet. But his athleticism, and not only just his athleticism, let's not go to LeBron here. But, honestly, in the paint, this guy is a monster. He is. Why are there not that many big guys on this list? We're looking at this list, we have a lot of shooting guards, point guards, and, like one forward. Why are there not big guys on this list? Why are there not centers and power forwards on this list that are being overlooked? I don't know why. But Blake Griffin, like I said, he's a monster in the paint. Can't wait to see what he does with the Clippers if there is a season. Can't wait to see if he does with the Clippers. Maybe he can lead them to the playoff. First time they've been in the playoffs in a while. So, we'll see what's going to happen. Chase, what's your opinion on Blake Griffin, number 10?
Blake Griffin, to me, one of the greatest young talents in the NBA, one of the good guys for the Clippers. I am happy the Clippers picked him up. I'm not really a Clippers fan, but really, Blake Griffin, he's exciting to watch. He needs to work on his jump shot a little bit. And pretty much, I feel that if he just works on shooting a lot instead of just being a monster in the paint, he'll be an overall great player. And not to mention, he's a redhead. How many good redhead players are in the NBA nowadays? Come on.
Yep, so well noted. But anyway, yeah, that's just a little video on this ESPN list. At the end of the day, I'm not really hating on this list. I just disagree with it. I understand that it's hard. I don't know who put together this list. Probably like these experts, analysts, whatever bullshit.
It was all Skip. It was all Skip. Because Skip is a fucking moron when it comes to being an analyst.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who made this list, but honestly, there's always going to be controversy when, they come up with these lists, but there are just things that they haven't considered. LeBron James got a 9.91 out of 10. Excuse you. All right, that's not going to work with me. A 9.91 out of 10. After all the problems we just pointed, post offense, free throw shooting, 3-point shooting, all those areas that he fails to success in, and he's a 9.1 out of 10, number 1 in the league. Nope, won't cut it with me. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. Comment down below your thoughts on this. James Carter TV, Chase Oliver, we're out. Thanks for watching this video. Yep, that's the end of it. Peace.